How are we doing? All right. Well, doing a little bit different today. What I'm doing is, the house what I'm living in now, I want to just give you a few, what I want to do, I want to do some costs on real living in Hungary, house, owning a house, how much it costs. Especially with this size, this is not your average sort of house, like what the other house what I'm buying, it's not the bungalow type, so this is on like 3 or 4 levels. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a breakdown of costs, your minimum, how people live here, and what if you come here to live. Like obviously, if you're British, I'm going to go on about this for British people. Obviously, you'll get your British pension. You'll get it obviously put in the bank here or however you want to do it. But I'm going to do a breakdown on costs. I've had to do a big list of what it costs to run this house. So I'm going to start off with the biggest bill, which is the gas. Now that is around 900 to 1,000. This is in English pounds. Right, 900 to 1,000 pound every year for the gas. Very expensive it's very expensive here, I think anyway. This is a big house. So let's put this in comparison. I mean, I've got radiators in here, and there's 2 radiators, but they go the whole length of this wall. 2 big radiators in the other room. So there's a lot of big radiators in the house. So we've got, I'd say there's two normal mediums in one room, 2 big ones in that one, 2 long ones that go across the whole wall here. Radiator downstairs, 1 radiator in the bathroom. Obviously you've got the towel radiator in the bathroom there. And obviously I've got radiators upstairs as well in the top bedroom where the cats are. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, has to push all the heat up and all the water has to go straight up to the top. But anyway, so we're looking at gas, around £1,000 a year, 900 to £1,000 a year. Okay. Water, which is on a monthly basis, which is around, on average 13,000 forint a month. So we're looking around £30. This is all in English money, it's not in dollars, but you still can work it out. So obviously it does fluctuate a little bit. So it's 30 for water. It's 13,000 forint, which is £30. That's monthly. The electricity, which is monthly, is 15,000 forint, which is £35 a month. The internet, now this internet is the minimum in this house. So I mean, it's all concrete. It's not. Yeah, it does its job. I've had no problems. But what I have found out over the last 2 weeks, one of us has to turn the phone off or have to turn TV off because one of us loses the internet. So between a mum downstairs, the 2 children who are playing always on the computer, both got mobile phones as well. Obviously my girlfriend and mum's on the mobile phone, and then obviously I only use the laptop when I'm editing me videos. I don't want it in normal, so it's just mainly telephones. And then obviously the smart TV here, so the other two have got smart TVs as well, but mum hasn't, who's downstairs. But the internet is 3,800 forint a month, which is around £9. The dustbins, so the dustbins is a lot what we would call the grey-black one. Really tiny dustbins here. I mean, when I went to England, when I went back to my mum's, I couldn't believe the size of the dustbins. The dustbins just look, when you've been here, you just forget how big the dustbins are in England. I mean, these are all slim little dustbins, but the worst thing is, from the ground, it's like that much room. It's like hollow, there's nothing, that's just like off the ground. So you haven't really got hardly no dustbin. But the dustbins, so we've got one yellow, a blue which is like your garden waste, so it's blue here, and then you got your dark grey, which is like your normal. But that's 6,000 forint, but that's every 3 months, that's quarterly, that's every 3 months, that's around £14. So you're looking around £14 every 3 months for your dustbins. TV, just TV, which is like on a minimum, that's 3,000 forint. That's monthly, so you're looking around £7. That's obviously on top of that internet one as well. This is separate. Right, now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to move away from actually what I've done. We're going through the gas and everything of the house. Now this is the size of this house. Remember, I mean, there's some people who's not even got normal gas, have they? They have to burn wood or whatever they burn. Often burn tyres and they're not supposed to. Burn plastics and all sorts, don't know what they can get hold of. But by law, it's not allowed. You're supposed to get to prison for it. So what people do, they get wood delivered or coal, saner. Right, the pension, the minimum pension here. Now the retirement age for men and women is 62 years old, right? But apparently in 2022 it will rise up to 65 years old. But the minimum pension monthly, it's pretty crap really, is £66. £66, which is 28,500 forint. 28,500 forint, but that's 20 years service of actually working. So it probably could end up with, I mean, that is a minimum, so I don't really know what would happen otherwise, but there's so many people here, they just don't work. Right, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move on here onto this next one what I've wrote down, because I think it's relevant to a lot of people, especially the people who come to England, because they always do this, don't they? The ones who you don't want to work live off the system, and you shouldn't. You move to another country, you go there to work, or you just don't claim. I'm not there claiming. I'm not claiming nothing. So, if you are a single parent here and you've got 3 children, right, you get 16,000 forint per child, which is £37 a child. Okay. Now, if you've got a disabled child, now this could vary from if the child is ill, terminally ill, or eventually is going to die, or whatever. The illness is a lot worse, but it's still not a major difference. But a disabled child is around 23,300 forint, rising to 25,900 forint. So the minimum with the illness and the disability is £55 a month to £60 a month. Nothing, is it, really? It's pretty crap. For somebody who's practically on the deathbed or completely properly disabled. Right, this is where it's going to get a little bit interesting. I'm not doing I'm not going to do a complete loads of jobs. I'm just going to do on, but probably women, probably hair and beauty. So, right, first of all, I'm going to do the minimum wage. The minimum wage is supposed to be in Hungary, this is all of 2021, I'm going to 2022, it's supposed to be 167,400 forint monthly, which is actually £388 a month, right? That is then supposed to rise to 200,000 forint a month to £463 monthly. Absolutely nothing, is it? I mean, this is adult wages. This is adult wages. Right, first what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go on lorry driving. So a lorry driver, the minimum, I mean, I know a lot of these anyway, but I'm doing this I mean, I didn't know the minimum was quite as low as this, to be honest with you. But you know what I just want to say is, a lot of these wages, it's like typical of England. A lot of the wages when we've been doing it, or minimum wage and whatever in England, a lot of it's been done in London, hasn't it? It's the London prices. I mean, we know ourselves, we're living in Nottingham or wherever, northern parts of the country. You're not going to have the same wages as what they're earning down south. So it's going to be a lot different. Some of it's almost off. So, I mean, a lot of these, I think even a lot of these, what I'm looking at now, I mean, some of these are, especially what I'm going to do now with the lorry driving and air and beauty, because that is what a lot of women sort of go for, especially here. But what I want to say is, in the villages and small towns here, I mean, I've heard things like some of the people who are working in the shops here, they're on 80,000 forint to 100,000 forint a month, which is absolutely nothing, is it? I mean, when my girlfriend when I met her, she worked in like what we call like an old people's home, but it wasn't an old people's home. No, she's what they call, it's like a socialist work. So what she would actually be doing is, they ran like older people could go to a place where they could speak to other older people, they could cook, they did parties, they took them out to swimming baths, took them out to places. The councils here supported them, picked them up with vans and buses, supplied minibuses or the big buses, depending on how many. They'd cook for them. They'd have like parties, little discos for older people. These would be like things what had happened throughout the year. I mean, there's been older people at the back of here, the culture house here, and they've been like all cooking outside, and that'd be all paid for by the local council. Well, my girlfriend worked doing that type of thing, and she used to take them out to the swimming bath and things like that and go with them. And when she was working at a place, she would give the diabetic injections, she'd do a lot of things like that as well. But her wages monthly was, I think, around 170,000 forint. 170,000 forint monthly. So I will work that out. Well, that is. I would say it's probably around 390 something pound a month. That isn't. I personally don't think that. It's not good money, but I don't think it's not bad money for here in a small place like this. I mean, obviously it's more money if you go into like Budapest, into the big cities. This is just a small little town. So yes, so she was about 170,000 forint a month. So like I said to you, there's the minimum, you know, this is what I'm saying, the minimum wage is supposed to be 167,400. That's in Budapest. That is definitely, if I said this to people here, they'd laugh in my face, a bit like what we do in England. We'll say, oh, I don't earn that money. You're having a kid, you're having a laugh, aren't you? That's a lot of the wages have been done in London down south. Completely different up north. So they're saying the minimum wage is 167,400 forint, which is £388 monthly. So I said to my girlfriend 170,000 forint. That was in 2016, so it's probably raised up a little bit. She's probably more closer to 200,000 forint now. So you're looking at £400 monthly on average for what my girlfriend used to do. I mean, she used to administer tablets as well if they had to have medication. If they was ill, certain things they had to do. They had like medical rooms and things as well. But so they're saying the minimum wage is 167,400 forint yearly. But I can tell you that it's not, and it's not true. And they said that's supposed to be the law. It's not, because I know that there is people working here in shops on 80,000, 100,000 forint a month. So it lies again, isn't it? But the lorry driver average minimum is supposed to be 250,000. Now I never thought they'd be a lorry. That must be really, really local work to be getting that 250,000, because I never thought a lorry driver would be on 250,000 forint minimum. That's low. That's low wages. So that's £580 a month in English money. Now it's supposed to. I've always said the top whack of a lorry driver here, who's going like to England. I'm going to give you an average because I've met a lot of lorry drivers, and all the years they've been going to England. My dad spoke to them. What they do, you get a lot of them. Like it's a big company from that oil, big petrol place. A lot of them, what they do, they have 2 weeks, come to England, they go all the way up to Scotland, all the way up to Dundee and everywhere. And then they'll do work around England for other companies on behalf of their bosses here to make money. But they're not making money, obviously they're making money for the company. But when they're doing like a 2 week about and they come back here, then they have probably another week's rest. But their monthly wage minimum, but this is minimum. So these aren't the people who is going abroad. This is probably a local lorry driver. He's probably home every day, every night. So let's just say he's on 250,000 for it a month, £580, £600 monthly. So that could be somebody probably like your local tipper drivers, dustbin drivers, or whatever else. But they're saying that then the high end of the scale for a lorry driver, they're saying 730,000 forint a month, which is £1,700 monthly. Now, I've always worked it out, they're around 800,000 forint. I do know that there is some jobs. There is the top jobs around 800,000, so it's not far off. And you don't get them. You don't get those companies. In many of those companies, there's only that big petrol company, so they're probably on the highest. They might not be touching that. I don't know, but I would have thought for a big company like them, they would be around that price. I don't know. I'm not talking because of Budapest. We're on Northern Hungary again, which is the low end. But so they're saying 1,700 a month for an high-end lorry driver, the top scale. Now, like I said to you, I've always said around 800,000 forint, so I've always said around 2,000 a month, which for a minimum it's I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's at the top end of the scale, so I don't think it's bad for Hungary, but I don't think it's good either because they only do 48 hours. They only do 48 hours. They have to park up. They don't get all this extra money like what we do in England, all this tax-free night and out money. I don't think they get, what I've spoken to lorry drivers here, they don't get no night out money. Because what they're saying is when they park up, that is their time. Where in England we get tax-free money. There might be some of the best companies that might be all chucked into that 700 to 800,000 forint a month. So they might say, well, yeah, we'll pay you that extra money because you're obviously night to night. You're going all over to different countries, all over Europe. You're 2 weeks about, then you come back home to have your rest. So then again, so what we're looking at minimum 580 to 1,700 to I'd say 2,000, probably not even touching £2,000 a month. Now this is for a lot of the women out there. This is what a lot of younger women do when they leave school, because there's a lot of it here, a lot of nail work, doing people nails, working from home, businesses, hair and beauty is a big thing here. So I'm going to do an hair and beauty on a minimum salary, and the minimum hair and beauty is supposed to be 149,000 forint, right, which is £345 a month. Now, there's a bit of a middle section there as well, where they're saying that these are probably the better companies to work for. They're on 412,000 forint a month. Now, I would say that is sort of that is Budapest, or some of the big towns, some of the big cities. So they're saying £954 a month. Now, some of you people, I don't really know what women and hairdressers are earning in England, right? Or trainees or whatever. So that might be trainee wage, that 149,000. So that's a minimum, or that could be like places like here. So that's £345 a month, 149,000 forint. So then we've got the middle scale, which is 412,000 forint, 900. Working at it. Well, I've done it on what the rate is now at this minute, and it's coming out at £954 monthly. So £954, 412,000 forint. And then the top end of the scale is a little similar to lorry driving, the iron lorry driving, but it's a little bit more what they're saying on the minimum, 744,000. Now this could be self-employed people, I don't know. I would work that I'd be self-employed or top hairstylists. But the hair and beauty, this will run through a variety of all your skin, the girls who do all the skin salons, eyes, probably might be things like tattoo removal or laser treatment, eyelashes, eyebrows, everything. So the top end of the scale, they're saying 744,000 forint monthly, which is £1,723 monthly. Now only you women can work that out, whether that, what you think of that. I personally, I don't think a normal average hairstylist, I'm just going to say this off my head, I don't think the average hairstyle, unless, because I know wages have gone up in England, haven't they? I don't think many just don't, I mean this is the top end here, so this is like probably self-employed professional salons now, but £1,723, I personally don't think that's bad, but then I don't think it's the best. But I don't even think, is the actual hairstylist in England just normal hairstylist, not your professional, I'm not on about your big professionals. I don't think just your average hairstylist is anywhere near 1,700, 1,800, or am I wrong? I don't know. Only you can tell me that. So, I've gone through a few little things here, but I mean my girlfriend, like I told you, but her just going on to the children, she gets 29,600 forint a month for the children, which is not the 16,000, is it? She's not even getting 30, she's not even getting 30, that's for the two children. So they're saying it's 16,000 forint per child. She's getting 29,600 forint off the government. She's managed to get 40,000 forint off the dad monthly, right? Which, oh jeez. So yeah, about £90 a month she gets for the children, around £90. 40,000 forint, £90, 91, £92 a month. Which isn't really, I don't know, in fact, it's not even actually that bad, is it? Really? So, it isn't really, I don't know what you think, whether you think that's alright, but that is the prices of living here, that is the realistic prices what paying out to run this house. It's obviously going to be more expensive than the other house. I mean, I've just bought, I'm having fast internet at the other house, which is 300 megabytes. I'm at the top end of the scale, and that's going to cost me, that's £20 odd a month. It's going to cost me for that. It's 8,000 forint a month. So 8,000, like I said, 8,000 forint is, yeah, about £20 a month. So that's not. I don't think that's very cheap. I think it's quite expensive here. Personally, that's why I've done it. People need to realise what it actually costs. I mean, I tell you what annoys me is there's some Heinz beans in some of these big supermarkets like Tesco. Heinz. Now they have started. Now I noticed the other day there's some Tesco's own, but that's still 300 forint, right? So you're still not cheap. So around 300 forint, so it's around 410 to £1. So you're still paying around 70p for a tin of beans. But Heinz beans, when I seen in the shop, 900 forint, nearly 1,000 forint for one tin of Heinz beans at Ocean. That's extortionate. So you're looking at £2 a tin. This is what I'm saying to you. Where did they get these prices? Where's the money going? Because somebody's filling the pockets up, aren't they? Absolutely crazy. And for like 1 litre of milk, what we have here, what I get, 1 litre of milk, that's 209 forint for 1 litre of milk. So like I said to you, looking around, let's just say around 60 pence. Now we can get from like Tesco's, we can get like, is it about 4 pints we can get, about 4 pints of milk for about £1, can't we? Somewhere like that in England. I suppose it's gone up. And that for one egg here, one egg, for one egg, 40 pence for one egg. 250 forint for half a dozen eggs. So again, you're looking at around, let's just say for 12 eggs. For 12 eggs here, I don't think it's that bad actually. For 12 eggs here, you're looking around, for a dozen eggs, you are looking around £1.12 for 12 eggs. I don't think that's bad. In fact, I think that's pretty good. Now they're saying that's expensive. So the exchange rate at the minute, what it is, the exchange rate at the minute is 431 forint per 1 English pound. I did say to you the other day that I've noticed, because I always look around to see what because I've got a load of English money here anyway. Well, I either want to change or whatever, or don't change. Sometimes I leave it on euros, I've got loads of euros. But I try and not change anything really. I don't really change anything because I use it when I'm travelling. But they are saying at the minute £1 is 431 forint to £1. I did say it's at the minute is varying between 410 to 430 forint. The higher end, which you can be looking towards summertime, I've noticed that it's been around 450, 440 to 460. But the exchange rate, I don't actually think for them eggs, £1.11, £1.12 is actually bad for a dozen eggs, 12 eggs. It's actually pretty good. But anyway, I thought I'd give you a little bit of information. Bit of cost of living in that house. Obviously the size of this house is a little bit bigger than the average house. But things aren't that cheap. It's not cheap to live here. But I thought I'd give you a bit of feedback on that anyway. Enjoy your day. Enjoy Thursday. Friday tomorrow. Oh, thank God it's Friday. Like I've been working very hard. Oh, I'll tell you what I did find out this morning. The fencing guys phoned up. Fencing will be done today, so that's all done. And he dug pretty fast. This is, it phoned up at like 8 o'clock, half 8. He dug 30 metres across the land for the water guy, the plumber, for all new piping running outside, all new water pipes. So he dug that with his digger as well, his mini digger. Get my dog's digging. For the mini digger. So he did 30 metres of that. So obviously I don't know what the bill is because I'm paying for all this. So he says later on tonight he's going to work out a price on what it's cost for all the fencing and any more little jobs he's had to do. And there's a little bit extra for the fencing because he's had to do an extra. I know where he's done it. He's not ripping me off or nothing like that. He's a real genuine guy. This is. He's been extra about 5 metres he's actually had to do. So a little bit, not going to be that much, but probably talking about over 60,000 forints, something like that. But yeah, take it how you want to take it, but that's the realistic prices of living in Hungary. And then obviously I'll get you more prices on some. I mean, like for a can of beer, what I drink, which I've not been drinking of it, but for a can of beer, they're normally around 210 forints, around 50p. So them can of beers what I have, they are, like I said to you, about 200 to 210 forint for a can of, I even forgot the name of the beer now, what I normally drink. But they're about 50 pence for a can. What do you pay in England for a can? Oh, what's your? This is not cheap lager. This is not the cheap crap. So it's not like comparing it to Foster's, because Foster's is absolutely crap to compare to something like this. That beer I drink's a good drink. Turbine. So you're looking around 50p for a can of beer. What do you pay? What is the price of a can of beer in a decentish can of beer? What should we go? Heineken. What other good makes do you have? It's around 4.5% alcohol rating. Nice beer. Good beer that is. But that's the average price. About 210 foreign. Which is about 50p. 50p for a can of beer. So, what do you reckon? So, anyway, don't forget, I've gave you some little figures on some average price of living here. Enjoy your Thursday, and I'll speak to you all soon. I'll be back at the house soon anyway. See you later. Love all of you. Don't forget, like, subscribe, bell icon, please. Don't forget. See you soon.